Peter Wilk. Today I would like to show you how we do a ozone shock treatment. I'm in an apartment, studio apartment, which is about 500 square feet of the floor area, about 8 feet high. And the tenant here wants to get rid of odor. There's some suspicion that there was some people who might have a virus who are spending time here. You can always have some bacteria, who knows, and maybe some moldy issues. Actually, tenant wants us to actually get rid of any pathogen from here and to get rid of the odor, which is slightly can be sensed coming from that kitchen right here. Small apartment, so we're gonna make it very simple. Actually, I brought with me a ozone generator, which is actually a vertical option of the generator. Is actually gonna blow air and ozone vertically, which is actually a very good idea, because actually it's gonna kind of go like a fountain. It's gonna go up to the ceiling and it's gonna go down, because ozone is more heavy than air. So actually it's a good idea to actually spread it going upward. I also brought a 20-inch fan just in case I have to push air right to the kitchen right here, because actually behind it's like an L shape, so I want to make sure we have enough airflow. Very simple equipment, although technically it's quite complex. Actually, this ozone generator, it's rated 40,000 milligrams per hour. So actually it's rated to serve a 4,000 square feet area. In 1 hour, it would actually fill up the area with ozone to the point that we can actually call this shock treatment. See, this is a much smaller apartment, pretty much 1/8 of the 4,000. So I can run this probably about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, and have shock treatment done here. My goal would be to actually get probably like 5 ppm at least, more like toward 10 ppm parts per million of ozone in this apartment. It's actually a clean place. If I go to like some dirty basement or some places which have obvious contamination, I would probably go higher with the ppm. I would probably even try to go to up to 20 ppm of ozone, so I might have bring another generator. But for this apartment, probably 20 minutes treatment would be much enough to bring the level to at least 10 ppm, maybe slightly above it. But I don't think we have to go that much. No, just even probably 5-6 ppm would be enough. How do I know what do we have? How many ppm I have? I have a ozone meter with me. Very simple equipment, which actually gonna tell me how many ppms we have. And obviously I don't want to stay in this apartment during the treatment. It was actually emptied from flowers, and there's no pets here. There's no people here. I'm here alone. I don't want to have anybody around me doing the ozone treatment, because high values of ozone treatment may be unhealthy. So actually we keep it without people. I'm gonna just control level remotely. So this equipment allows me to be actually outside the apartment. I'm probably gonna use there's a balcony here, so I'm gonna probably I'm gonna just stay on the balcony. I'm gonna close the door and stay on the balcony during the ozone treatment. And I'm gonna just have this remote gauge with me. And I'm gonna just observe how much ozone I have in the apartment. And once we get to let's say 10 ppm, I'm gonna maintain it for like 5-10 minutes, and I'm gonna just shut down this remotely, and I'm gonna open windows, and probably within like 45 to an hour, the place will be ready to be occupied again. This is a very powerful machine again. Now let me just show you this. I'm gonna just put it on remotely. So hear this noise here. I can smell right away ozone, so I don't want to expose myself too much to it. Although small amounts are healthy and safe, but again, I'm not gonna be exposing myself, because I do it quite often. So I probably have enough ozone in my lungs. So we're gonna control this remotely. I'm gonna place this generator central position. So once I finish this intro, I'm gonna just place it in central position. I'm gonna put this fan probably next to it, kind of a couple feet away, to move this air toward the kitchen. So I want to just treat the kitchen. And also, guys, one thing which you should be aware of, if you want to enter this area during the procedure, or if you still have ozone, you may have to use a half-face respirator. Obviously, these are HEPA filters, which are not good, so I'm taking them off. These are dust filters, you cannot use them, they will not protect you. You have to use carbon filters. Actually, I have a pair of the carbon filters here, which are actually color-coded black. And make sure that you have carbon. And actually, these would, if I wear these on my face once I get here, I do not plan to, but if I do have to go inside this treatment area, I would use these. They will protect me from ozone and from oxygen, which is going to be free radical here. So we can actually start the treatment. So I'm going to show you in a moment the setup, and I'm going to go to the balcony. I'm going to use this remote meter and see how quickly we can treat this apartment. Okay, so I'm on the balcony. This is my hideout from the treatment area. You can see the tube coming from the treatment area outside to the gauge. And it's probably 20-25 minutes after I put the generator on. And the ozone actually stabilized at about 10 ppm. Actually, it was slightly higher a minute ago, but it looks like came down back to 10 and kind of stays at 10. Maybe actually this area is filled up with ozone, and then we hit the plateau. Probably if I stay longer here, I can pump it up. I believe to 12, 13. But that's enough. 10 ppm is good enough, and I maintain this for like the last 10 minutes. So this should be enough. So I'm actually going to shut off generator because that will be enough of the treatment for this apartment. It's a very clean apartment, and the tenants disinfect it by themselves. They wipe everything off. But again, you cannot wipe off everything. You cannot get to every crevice or every location of your place. So ozone treatment will do it for you because gas can go everywhere and actually will clean everything. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna remotely shut off the generator. Okay, I can hear it's off now. And I'm gonna just wait 20 minutes. I'm gonna observe the gauge. It's gonna go. You see, it goes down right away. It's actually 9.3, 9.2. Is actually ozone breaks down very quickly. That's why when you do shock treatment, you have to maintain the high ozone level for some time. Sometimes we hold it for 20 minutes. Sometimes we hold it for 2 hours. It all depends how contaminated place is. For example, if this was hospital with the coronavirus, with the COVID-2, treatment would be longer. In this case, it's much quicker because we don't believe we have anything here. But again, we want to make sure we get rid of any pathogen, bacteria, viruses, molds, and odors. So let's wait a couple minutes, see if this goes down to 0. I'm gonna enter the apartment. Actually, I'm gonna open the window right now, the door to balcony, so I'm gonna help the process. So let's see how quickly it's gonna go down and see what's inside. Okay, so it's about 20-25 minutes after I shut off this generator. I did it remotely, so I did not have to expose myself to anything or just wear the respirator to protect myself. I walked to the apartment, I checked the ozone level. It's all 0 everywhere. So actually I went to the bathroom, I went to those walking behind me, which was open during the procedure. And my readouts are 0 everywhere, so actually it was very quickly to air it. I opened windows and door to balcony, so this definitely helped and speeded up the whole ventilation process. So I'm safe here, and the whole apartment is safe right now. People can occupy it. The only thing, it still smells slightly like ozone smell. You may like it, you may not like it. It's kind of like a swimming pool smell. It will stay for a couple of hours, then it's gonna totally disappear. But I think, I cannot tell definitively, but I think I don't smell kitchen anymore. But I will have to probably go outside and come back, then I can probably smell better. But I think it helps. So I'm gonna just tell the tenant just stay away for like maybe 2 more hours, and I'm gonna keep the window open. Maybe I crack open the door and let them in. So this is the whole procedure. So actually, if you compare this procedure to like any chemical procedure, like wiping, disinfecting, which leaves chemicals and residue and stains and you name it, or even to fogging, which you still use chemicals, Ozone is totally superior. Ozone doesn't leave anything. It's pure oxygen. Oxidizes pathogen, oxidizes viruses very quickly, because viruses actually they don't have a outer layer, so very quickly ozone would react with the carbon on the virus and pretty much destroy it right away. So it's very effective for viruses. That's why they use it in the hospitals, swimming pools, lockers, places like this. So very quick, very inexpensive. By the way, we don't have to use any supplements, any supplies for this. It's just oxygen. We still have it, and it took me about 2 hours to treat this apartment totally when I came here, and probably 2 more hours before the tenants can come here and enjoy fresh air and clean and pathogen free. Thank you for watching.